So we just got a holiday update from Tesla, and it's one of the best features that are released in this update every year. So let's dive into this video and see what we've got. So to actually see what's been updated, there's a couple of ways to do it, but the new features are either highlighted by just this saying new, or you have these blue dots across multiple things, which indicates that there's something new which have been added to that particular menu. Let's go through the list and see which are the most important ones or most, I think, useful features in this update that will actually change the way I drive my car. So the first one that we have is Apple Watch. Now Apple Watch is supported as a key, so you can unlock your car with the Apple Watch, as well as control key features like open the boot, frunk, as well as turn on the AC to be easily adjusting the climate, but using your watch rather than getting your phone out and opening the Tesla app, which is fantastic. The next one is mobile app dashcam viewer, which allows us to actually view the dashcam footage via the app. I believe it needs premium connectivity if you want to do it. Yeah, it says right over here. The other thing is you can search along the way, which is, I'm sure, quite useful if you want to search for a quick food stop or restroom and other things. The other feature is precipitation and weather at the destination, which is quite good, because when you are actually traveling a bit further and you want to know how the weather is going to be at a location, you usually have to bring your phone out to see how the weather is going to be, but now you would be able to do it via your Tesla. The next but most, I think, useful update that we've got this year is the rear cross traffic alert, which allows your car to actually give you a warning in this red indication around the camera that there's a vehicle behind you when you're trying to reverse in, and it actually detects pedestrian as well, which is quite handy and one of the most, I think, useful as well as awaited feature as far as security and safety of driving is concerned. And there's a couple more like tune in, another light show has been added. I've not actually tried this, so maybe I'll record a video while trying it and see how it is. The next update is you can use Media Card to play and pause any active video content playing through browser or theater, as well as the browser is now supported to actually do a audio only feed when you're driving. This is actually pretty good. Like if you have YouTube running on the browser and you want to just listen to the audio, you might be able to do it now. We'll try this one out as well. Then we have seat controls, which is actually nice, because assuming you want to move your passenger seat and no one's sitting there, you usually have to get out of the car, go around and do it. But with this update, hopefully and preferably, you would be able to do it via the screen, which we'll try it right now after reading through the list. The next one is now you get a maintenance summary. I'm sure it's useful for a lot of us who want to keep an eye out on the maintenance as well as want to search something in the summary. Then there's some minor updates which allows us to actually look at the nearby parking when we're trying to look for a point of interest, which means if you're trying to search a place, it would actually give you nearby parking option, which is great and useful. This is another one of such a useful update that if someone tries to unlock the door on your car as well as the boot, and if the car's in Sentry mode, it gives you a message on your app. And I actually had this experience today where I was driving and for whatever reason my phone had my Bluetooth turned off, but as you can see, the Tesla app actually gave me a warning. So with this update, if someone tries to unlock the car and the car's in Sentry mode, you would actually get a notification saying someone tried to unlock the car, which is quite good. The next one is energy app consumption page has been updated to let you view your energy consumption over last 200 miles. And there's some other minor updates like these ones over here. I think they are all good, as well as the menu option says minor. But I think the most useful among them is finding the nearby parking lot, as well as if someone tries to unlock the car. And rest are good to have, but nothing which would change something drastically. But now let's go back to the main features and see what we have. So let's firstly look at this. Let's go to energy. I don't see anything which is blue, so let's go to the other one, which is toy box. I think they might be the new show which just been added. So let's go and look at the features now. So firstly, let's look at the seats, and I think, yep, but just by pressing that button you can move the seat forward and back, and that's the only control you get. You can obviously turn on the heaters, which was already there, but it's good that it does have a different menu now. Let's go to safety and see what else do we have. Let's allow that, which this just allows us to view the camera footage if we have Sentry Mode on, and also if we have premium connectivity, then that just allows us to go through the footage and see the camera feed. And I don't think there's anything else. All right, there's lower volume in reverse option, which was one of the minor things that we saw in the menu. Then let's go to service. There's the maintenance history. So it's actually pretty nice. I thought it would be minor, but it actually tells you when these things were done and when it's due, so which is pretty good, to be honest. Like, this is something which I would have kept in maybe a note or somewhere, that when it's due, just like a cabin filtration change or tire rotation, which is nice. Even the wiper blades, that's actually pretty useful. I think these updates are actually pretty nice, especially the one that allows us to use the car in a different way, like getting the key to be established via your watch, which is quite nice because I'm one of those people who like to wear their watch, and I usually have my watch on me more than I have my phone with me. And in case you are out of battery with your phone and whatnot, you can at least unlock the car. Other than that, I think I'll be looking forward to having the reverse camera warning as well. This is quite useful. And to be honest, like, that's the thing with Tesla, right? If you have any other car, I don't think they would be giving you updates, especially updates like adding features, critical features like reversing alert, as well as when you are indicating, then you get an alert on the camera. Or if there was any other manufacturer, they would, before Tesla at least, they would either charge for it or would want your car to be brought back to the service station, or in other cases they would just say that it can't be done and it's only for the new version of the car and whatnot, right? But with Tesla, it's just like another update, another, I think, big holiday update, and they keep bringing these amazing features. And my car's not too new. Like, it's been almost 3 years. In fact, more than 3 years. We bought our car in December, and it's been more than 3 years, and we're still getting updates which are useful, as well as practically making the car feel new every time we get a major update. And the features like, using your watch as a key might not be relevant for all, first of all, and might not be even something which you're looking forward to use. Like, you have to have a watch and you have to be in the Apple ecosystem to be able to enjoy it. But for people who do have those things already, it's such a convenience feature. It's just a user experience enhancer, in a sense that, you would get another amazing update, which I honestly didn't think that it's even possible. Like, obviously I know there's a Bluetooth in the watch and it could be done now, but I didn't think this is one of the features I needed. But I found myself not having my phone with me more time than not. When I just went to the garage, I wanted to get something out of my car, but my phone was either on charging or was just sitting somewhere else, and I had to go back, fetch my phone, and then unlock the car and get the work that I intended to do in the first place. But now if I have my watch, which, as I said, I usually keep on me, it wouldn't be the case, and I wouldn't have to go back and forth. Although it's a very minor thing, right? It's not something which would make or break the experience, but it's just a thing which makes Tesla, in my humble opinion, better in the sense of user experience compared to any other car manufacturer. In fact, it even goes to support that normal belief that a lot of Tesla owners have, which is a Tesla as a company is more like a tech company who builds cars, right? Rather than a car company who's focused on tech. And what I mean by that is the user experience is one of the key features that Tesla has been focusing on, at least since I bought it. Like, we've got added features, the new look and feel of the, I think, UX of the infotainment, as well as it's more practical now. Like, if you just drive a Tesla and you don't have exposure to any other cars, like I drive a BYD as well as Tesla, so I do have to adapt to both systems quite frequently. But if you're just driving a Tesla, just having everything on one screen is actually a pro compared to con, which people might think, or they might believe, or they see that, or even the speedometers on this, the cameras are here, every warning that we get is on the screen. But to be honest, it's once you get used to it, at least it's one of the best features, especially for things like reverse. I'm not sure how it's going to be, the reverse alert, but for the blind side or blind spot warning, it's one of the best iterations or versions I've seen, because whenever there's a warning, it's right there on the screen, it flashes red. Otherwise, what you have to do is, when you're indicating, you have to look towards the mirror, which is fine, like you either way look at it. But especially for reverse alert, I don't look at the mirror for that. I would be looking at the screen or reverse camera while reversing the car in the cars like BYD, Mercedes, or whatever. And if they have a warning system, which is your little LEDs on your mirror starts to flash if there's someone behind you, still find it hard to look at like that and then reverse. I usually look at the reverse camera, especially if you have like 360 cameras, or like Tesla, there's clear enough view, then you wouldn't be looking on the mirrors usually, but not ideally, but usually, at least I don't find myself looking there. But if that warning, which is here now, would be on the screen on your camera where you're looking, that's way more useful. And I believe this is something which other car companies could do it, like BYD could easily do it over the Air update as well. But Tesla does it so well, and it's just providing features we don't even know that we needed. And this holiday update was not short of any. I think it doesn't lack any surprises. Like, it's not something which is so mind-blowing and amazing, like having a new infotainment system or adding YouTube Music as a thing. But it's still a welcome change, especially the one with the watch. I just can't wait to find myself not having my phone with me and realizing how good it is. In the next video, I'll actually share a couple of tricks with Tesla which I found recently, including how to control the car via Siri, which for howsoever long I didn't know how to do. So I'll share that and a couple more. But until then, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. And do let me know in the comments, like, what are the features that, if you own a Tesla, you would be using from this update, and were you excited about them, or do you think it's just meh and not something which is quite useful? All right then, I'll see you in the next one.